So it begins. Episode 8, Unrolled, the worst podcast on YouTube. What you got?
Oh, there we go.
Check. Oh, good.
I got it.
Good.
I got it.
Today we're joined by our special guest, just effing
Nobody.
us. What? I just lost sound.
You just lost sound
Yeah.
in your headphones? Play with the... Is it not plugged in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what was wrong with mine, too.
I'm going to get rid of this real quick. All right. You know, there's always got to be some cluster F somewhere.
Right.
So, episode 8.
Every time.
My name is Mike, and this is Chuck. We're going to cut and light a cigar and talk about probably absolutely nothing.
I already cut mine.
You already cut yours?
Yeah.
I like to show off these fancy, expensive cutters.
Let's talk about that light that's been going out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you know, she's holding on pretty strong, though. Oh, we're down to 2 bulbs. Down to 2 bulbs out of the 4. You know, there's some replacements in the back. This weather just doesn't really have me wanting to do much.
Right, it's too damn cold.
So grab your cigars.
It was decent outside yesterday.
Light. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous you got the one-wheel around outdoors.
Don't be, it was still cold.
Still chilly. Still chilly. We had a couple people that were going to try to make it on. But they're not. So there's about it.
I'm wondering how this is going to taste. It's been in the locker for over a year. Like 2 years, I think, actually.
Is that the Venga?
Yeah.
Shit, Cornelius and Anthony Venga.
Venganza.
Shit, it's been so long. What size is that?
I don't know.
It's like a double Corona almost. So that company folded, I don't even know when. We could probably look it up. I know they went, I don't want to say folded, but they quit production. So we weren't able to get those. But you found a box chilling in Florida when you were on vacation? No? Where were you?
I bought them online, but I found
that's
individual cigars in Florida still.
That's right.
I found individual cigars last year.
That's what it was. I knew there was a Florida tie.
I bought the box online, though,
Yeah.
because they were cheap. They were like $70 for 20.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because they were, I paid, when I first bought them, in Florida, I paid like $14 or $15.
I think that was close to what we were selling them for, because they're kind of high price, if I remember right. Weren't they? Yeah, I don't think there was one under $10.
Yeah, I don't think we had this one, though, because I think
We had bigger ones?
we had the Daddy Mac.
Yeah.
I don't think we had the Venganzas.
No, we did. We did have them for a little while. I remember having the Venganzas. And then there was one with a tank for some reason. Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we had a few lines on them until they went under or whatever happened to them. If you're watching, you know, like post in the comments what happened. But they're good. They're good cigars.
Yeah, I was wondering about it because it's been in that bottom locker box for a long time. I bought the whole box and I smoked through them like crazy. And then I got down to the last one. I was like, well, I'll save that one.
So is that your very last one out of that box?
No, I got a one I bought in Florida left.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Same.
I actually don't know if this was the one I bought in Florida or if that one was. That one's just a little bit longer. Like maybe not even a half an inch longer.
You know what a terrible thing, like you find a cigar you like and then they quit making it. And then you get down to the last one, the last two. It's like, how long do you save that? Like, do you know, like, I mean, we're not like cigar nerds. Like,
No, I got smoking eventually.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Otherwise,
do
what's the
you?
point?
Or do you just keep it because the memory is better than smoking the cigar?
I mean, maybe if it was a Padron they'd put out of production, maybe you keep that. But
Well, I mean, that could be your Padron, though. I mean, everybody's got a Padron.
this isn't a Padron.
Well, I'm just saying, like I was metaphorically. Yeah, that's kind of great. Do you keep there's guys that we talk to quite often, and these guys will hold cigars for years and years, and like
we got customers that come up here, and one guy comes up and pays for his box once a year, and then he just comes up and he drains it, takes it home.
yeah.
That's
I
kinda funny.
bet he's hung out twice in the 5-6 years. He works a lot, he camps a lot, so it's I think he does it just to support. So, and he gets to open his locker box, and it looks like a
Yeah, it's
fucking
full.
jackpot.
It's full.
Looks like he hit 777s.
Speaking of full locker boxes, I've not heard anything from. Well, I'm just gonna summon him. Ben.
I don't know where Ben's at.
Months.
Holy
It's been
cow!
almost a whole year.
No,
Yeah.
he came in. He did miss 2 events, man. Yeah, but when we checked on him though through Jay,
Jay said it was all right.
yeah, Jay said he was cool. Yeah, wintertime's normally his time to chill with us because
Right.
he's not working at the campground.
Right.
Oh, it's kind of weird. Hey, Ben, get up here, man. We got play ping pong, man. We got
He doesn't
golden
even
tee.
know.
Right.
He doesn't even know this is going on.
No, he probably doesn't.
Missing
he
out on a
does.
lot.
You know what? I think he got rid of social media. I think he. I think he got hacked. Remember? And so I'm friends with him on the books, and he got hacked, and then he disappeared after that. Like I think he just shut it all down. So I think he
Smart.
just does it. Yeah. No shit. No. Oh wait, we're not supposed to cuss, are we?
No,
Are we getting in trouble?
no, but
Mom says not to.
I mean, who's gonna get us in trouble?
Right. Yeah, no, I look at cigars. I got a couple back there. Like, I have one that Mark from Craft and Puro gave me, and it's like, I don't know, it's probably a 17. It's from 2017. It's like, do I smoke that? What if I fall in love with that and that's the only one? Like, what if nothing else compares to it? I get confused on what I'm supposed to do with them.
Ain't no point in holding on to him.
That's what I say. There's I was perusing the Book of Face, got tagged a couple different times on some stuff, and it was like it was a beer drinking group, and they were talking about cigar smokers. And I was just kind of reading through the comments and looking at everybody's home humidors just full of cigars, and I was like, man, I don't have a home humidor. I smoke them too much. I go through, like, I get a tin of Cohibas because it's wintertime. That lasts me about a week. There's only 5 in the thing.
Right.
I'll smoke about half in the morning, half in the evening before bed, and then start a new one the next day. But it's like, humidor's always been silly
Smoke
for me.
half a tin.
No,
Oh,
half a.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, that's some serious smoking.
Jeez.
I'm going to move stuff around here. I feel like I'm...
Because them little Cohibas are strong.
They are. I like starting the morning with them. It's really cool, getting that little lightheaded, and then when I look around, like everything's brighter. That first cigar, man, it just really brightens my eyes. It does. It opens up my nasal. I get my nose blown and everything. I start waking up. And then I go in for the coffee, and I'm ready to rock and roll for the day. Were you recording?
I can't really see it from here from the glare. But we are. I seen it. I don't smoke that much anyway, so.
We got our last week. We got our winner. His beanie. He had a alias on the YouTubes, and then came in and said, "I'm so and so," and he picked up his beanie. So that was kind of cool. I didn't have to ship it.
Yeah, I don't even think you need the wheel this week because I think only Leo's commented.
Well, if only Leo comments, and only Leo wins.
Right.
Right. So we're doing a shirt for Leo. So I'll send him a message, or Leo just comment on this one, what size you want, and then I'll bring it down to you next week. I'm going to Leo's house to smoke. He's converted his garage into a pretty sweet man cave. He doesn't get out too terribly much, so it's pretty slick in there. So I've been down there 2-3 times smoking. So I'm gonna go down. I think next Tuesday is when I'm going down.
Next Tuesday.
I think so. I got it in my calendar.
I don't have a home humidor because I live 2 minutes from here, and I have a key.
Yeah. I like when people are like, "Hey, put that on Chuck's bill," and I was like, "Dude, Chuck hasn't paid his bill in 6 years. What the
Right.
That's not gonna help me any."
I normally when like Jim will say that, and I'll look at Jim and I go, okay.
Yeah, put a car on my bill. It don't matter.
I'd be like putting it on your bill, Jim. You don't have one.
Right. He came up today for a smoke. Had a new guy yesterday. I saw.
Jim came up yesterday.
Yeah, had a new guy yesterday.
Yeah, I tried talking to him, and
he just wanted to work and smoke.
Yeah,
huh?
I guess.
That's cool. Surprised he stayed there and not come over here.
Well, I was dealing with them credit agencies too, and so I was trying. I while I was on hold, I was trying to talk to him a little bit, and then he still didn't really want to talk. So I guess he was just here to do work.
That's cool.
He probably didn't come over here because this is where I was. As soon as they answered, I got up and walked over here.
Oh, okay. Stay away from the customers while you scream at people.
Well, I wasn't yelling at them, but I wasn't very happy with them.
Sure.
So.
Sure, they're about to start calling me soon.
Well, it's just none of it. Even when I called the actual collection agency with the account and explained to them the times and the dates, even the lady with the collection agency was like, "Why would you do that? That doesn't sound right at all." Oh, I know. I didn't do it. That's the point. It's dumb. I don't. Even the collection agency was like, "Yeah, that don't sound right. We're going to go ahead and put this on hold for you." So, but not the credit bureau or the original.
The original poster.
Creditor. Credit's a joke anyway. It's just a joke.
It's just a game.
Well, they pay the credit bureau, the creditors, the companies. They pay the credit bureau so that they can report. Like if you can get 25 people to give you money to report to their credit, all you have to do is open an account up with so many people, and you can report whatever you want about anybody as long as you've got their information.
Is that right?
You can report bad, you can report good. It doesn't matter. It's up to them to figure it out and dispute it.
It seems like there could be a business venture there where you do this, like, where you open up
and just make dumb accounts to help people's credit.
Yeah,
to scam the bureaus. Yeah, I've already thought of that.
That sounds amazing.
I've already thought of that.
Why is this not going?
Well, I signed up to a thing online called Kickoff.
Right.
And they basically give me a $24 loan forever, but charge me $2 because it doesn't matter how much the payments are. You're just rotating payments.
Yeah.
And it's actually working.
No,
so it's been 2 months, and it's actually made my credit score go up.
Nice.
So
I just, why? If that's all it takes, then
it's all it takes.
Let's just kick Jeff out because I just paid his heat bill. Did you see it on?
I've seen that.
That's funny.
I've seen that.
It was funny. I opened that and I was like, "Holy cow!" I said, "You warm enough?" So it's actually the gas is tied in to this one, so it's both gas. So because his is only electric back there, Ameren did a fantastic job.
That heater's only electric?
No, that heater's gas, but it comes off this gas.
Oh, okay.
So that extra meter out there is just not doing anything. Yeah. So who knows where the gas line goes? It probably goes to the Mexicans or something.
Probably.
I have no idea. It's such a clusterfuck up here. So, speaking of clusterfucks, the Alton building is getting closer.
I posted pictures of it last night.
Oh, did he? I didn't see him.
I offered to go up there and run outlets and stuff for him when he was ready, and he told me no.
He told you no?
And I was like, buddy, if I want to come do it, I'll come do it. I offered. I was like, dude, I don't want money. I'm just trying to help you. I know this one's going to be really, 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 really tight.
Yeah,
so.
It's going to be real close. I'm waiting to drop a ass ton of money at Lowe's and get everything dropped off down there, and then it's going to be him running. So I know he's putting in the work. He had one of his guys got sick, which put him behind.
He's always behind. He doesn't know how to say no.
Yeah, he takes a lot of work on. You'd think he'd freaking just be bathing in money.
He doesn't know how to say no. So.
Well, I'm excited. So if you buy a Table 36 Peacemaker at any of our fine retailers, or I guess up here at AP Cigar as well, and just know that money currently is going into building a building in downtown Alton for my mom, and it's going to be a big old yoga studio, and then it'll probably take 2 years to pay off, and Mom will be happy.
If you buy any cigar at AP right now, if you buy anything at all, it is going into a building
that we won't even occupy.
That probably should have been demolished.
Probably back in the 90s. So I appreciate it. My mom appreciates it. She's like my rock, bro. So she.
Well, she will have waterfront. What do they call it when they do it on the surfboards?
Well, we quit doing the sup yoga. The boards got kind of bad, so we just started.
Well, she's gonna have to get them again because she's gonna be able to do it on the waterfront.
Right. Well, that's why we got to keep that jet John, so we can take people in and out of yoga school.
Right.
So, I was in there.
I'm gonna get in trouble if it floods because I'm going down there.
Oh yeah.
I'm going down there.
Yeah. You got to. Will that jet John pull me like on a board?
I'm sure it would.
On a tube or something?
I'm sure it would.
Dude, we're so tubing. Because, man,
right down 3rd Street.
Right down 3rd. So, bail is probably going to be like 105 if they catch us, a person. So,
Yeah, they won't arrest us.
Nah, they got to catch us first.
Right.
They got to go scramble their boat.
Right.
No, I like how I donate money to backstoppers, and I'm like, try to catch me.
Right.
Speaking of getting in trouble, you rode around, you took the one-wheel around the airport yesterday? Or did you get in, or just...
Well, no, I just took it around the roads right up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go.
Right on.
I didn't go. It was boring, actually. There wasn't no place.
Nothing
the parking
cool.
lots are all garbage because I thought, well, I'll hit a couple of these parking lots. I had smooth asphalt. No, not at all. Worse than the roads.
Should have got out on the runway.
Worse than the roads. Runway probably isn't smooth either.
Probably isn't. I don't know.
But I was waiting for security or somebody to come up and be like, hey, what are you doing? Like, using my tax dollars.
Right. I pay for this airport.
Right. I don't get to do nothing else up here.
Pay for this airport.
So.
You, yeah, well, I thought we were going to get in trouble when we were going around the community college.
No, them guys didn't care.
They didn't seem to care. We weren't hurting anything.
Right.
We weren't grinding or anything like that. So we think we mastered the drop, at least 7 inches, so we can drop off a 7-inch curb. So we're doing pretty good there. Now there's a bunch of more black marks on the carpet. So I think in probably a year or so we'll get like actual flooring and maybe make all the flooring match both sides.
Oh yeah, like to redo the whole store.
Yeah, maybe.
Who are you gonna pay to do? What, are we gonna close down for a week while they do it, or?
I don't know. We could do that between Christmas and New Year's next year, or the year after, whenever my credit cards are have some room. If you ever want to know how to run a cigar shop in Illinois and a cigar brand, bringing it back from the dead, and then your truck blows up and you have to buy a new truck, you just max out every card you have in a wallet. And then
sound financial advice.
Yeah. Follow me for more financial tips, and and just just hope that one day it'll all work itself out. And just keep plugging away. So again, I thank you for. I wouldn't be in such debt if there wasn't the Alton building.
Not at all.
No,
not at all.
So literally just doing this for Mom.
Are you going to move right into Alton?
I think
she moves.
I think so. I think I want to.
Well, she's already moved, hasn't she?
No, what she's done. So she was renting 2 places in Alton, and
she's moved from one.
Yeah, so one of them she's moved from the school, which that's fires back up the very first. Bless you. First 4 days of the first 4 days of February. So she's gonna have people there, and then. Doing the yoga school. So I told Ronnie, I said, just get us bathrooms. Let's get the kitchen done, the yoga rooms, and then she's planning on having the whole studio moved by the beginning of March. So probably about mid-March we'll get open down there, depending on water levels, So if it's...
Well, they shouldn't be that bad by March. Normally it's April and May.
Yeah. I can't remember when the 19 flood hit. I feel like it was hot.
May, June.
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty freaking warm.
July, August.
So, and they're getting a lot of snow up north, so we could be in for some high water.
Some jet johnning.
Yeah, some jet johnning down 3rd. I met up with Jeff's texting me now about his power bill. Yeah. So anyway, I met up with Christy and Don Hellrung. We one wheeled over there when you found a couple pieces of glass you're looking
Yeah.
for, and they came down and toured the Alton building yesterday while I was meeting up with Ronnie. And so they're going to take a lot of the antique stuff, doors and chandeliers and stuff like that, because that's what she sells.
Right.
So they're going to make some room, and then they're going to come and move a lot of this stuff down. So I kind of been stacking it at the top of the steps, and that way, we're going to keep it out of the dump, out of the landfills, and then she can make tables out of different things, or I don't know whatever. So just something I thought was kind of cool. So just repurposing a bunch of stuff. So I went to high school with her. So I've known her for quite a while. So, and she was whenever I had the pawn shop, and that dude pawned his house and lost it.
Oh, the entire when you went over there and looked at everything.
No, that guy that pawned his mobile home. There's a dude that pawned his mobile home to me, and she at the time she was running that park, so she kind of helped me out a ton. So somebody pawned their house to me and lost it, so I had to evict them. So because mobile homes are just car trailers or car titles, right? So, so the dude brought us. so, people have literally pawned anything, and everything, but when somebody pawns their house, that's kind of wild. So, but yeah, so then they lost it. They forgot to make their payments, and they didn't forget; they just couldn't. So so I asked them to leave nicely, of course, and they obliged right away. And this is all fucking false. It was a big old ordeal. So we got him out of the park and got him out of the trailer, and then fixed it up. And I rented it for about a year or two, and then the park actually bought it from me to rent it out. So Christy was a big help in that. So I feel a little indebted to her. I don't know.
Were they as upset as the older people with the car?
Mm.
Oh, them people were mad every time they'd lose it. They got mad. It's not our fault.
Shit, that one dude that lost his motorcycle, he was really pissed off, man. I thought he was going to have to take a bullet or something. He was escalating. So it is what it is. I mean, just like the cat down in Wood River, you play dumb games.
You're talking about the guy that he'd ride up here with his old lady on the back of it and then walk.
No. What was crazy is they walked next door to drink and then catch a ride, which was even, and I thought my financial advice was bad.
Right.
Oh, man.
But he always got it out. It's just Mike. Mike will be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. So, he, there was this old cat, and he would pawn his, it was like a red metric bike, but it was like a cruiser. I forgot what it was, like an Invader or something.
I remember that one.
So that's when I was storing stuff over across the street because the back was full of cable boxes. So, but yeah, so he lost it finally, and man, he was so pissy. And then I was just riding it around. I was riding it by his house, just being an asshole about it. So it is what it is.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't you? Wow. This thing's not fucking burning very well. Yeah, we had that new guy yesterday, and then Josh has been coming in a lot more too. I've noticed. Josh.
No, Josh.
Yeah, the guy with a mountain of garbage in his car.
Yeah. No, he he's making good money, and he was you saw him in, but yeah, he hung out after work. And this is what the cigar shop's supposed to be for, man. You kind of come decompress after work, and smoke a cigar and get ready for the next day. So, it's nice that he comes in. So, gave me somebody to BS with. He was surprised we weren't listening to gangster rap at the end of the evening. So, I don't know what it was on. It was like Rock Arena or something on Amazon Music. And he's like,
terrible rock music.
It wasn't too bad. There's like some corn and stuff in there.
That's terrible. Thank you.
It wasn't terrible.
That's absolutely horrid.
It's all new to me, so I enjoy
horrid
it.
Music.
I like Nickelback. Steve was in last night, and so there's some Nickelback song that starts, and I don't know how it goes, but anyway, Steve's like, "Oh, that's good music," and then the bass drops, and and it's like, and he's like, I go, "Is this still good music, Steve?" He's like, "No, it started out good." We need to get him up here on the Steve clips. Steve's been on some new medicine, and it's been making him real sleepy, so we haven't put him on any Steve stories lately.
He seems to be all right now, though.
Yeah, I think that was the initial change on him. So
He was with it yesterday.
he's making me nervous.
We've got an agreement that we can stuff him.
This is a true story, and we should document it.
Yeah.
So with witnesses, we know he's going down to Mark's mortuary, or so he thought.
Right.
But he's made a deal with us up here at AP Cigar, since he's been such a fixture, that we're going to just stuff him and set him on a chair.
Make him an actual fixture.
Yeah, and he's just going to, so you're going to come in, and Steve's going to be sleeping in the chair or on the couch or something for pretty much ever. So
Right. All we have to do is give him a 12-inch penis.
that was his one request, that he had a very large dong. And that's exactly what he said. He goes, "Will you give me a big penis?" "Yeah, Steve, we'll give you a big old penis." We didn't specify where, though. So
Nope, not at all.
That's maybe we'll take a vote and a poll on that, where the penis goes.
Not at all.
We'll get a cigar shop census on where the penis should go, if it's on his forehead or. So we're gonna have ladies' night up here February 3rd. That's actually picking up some steam. We got some really cool people coming up. There's a lady that's Naretta. She's gonna come up here with some tea, and she's got this one tea that you mix with bourbon, and so we're gonna try out some bourbon teas.
I think you can mix any tea with bourbon. I think you just pour bourbon into tea and.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can mix bourbon with orange juice too, but it
Right.
doesn't not mean it tastes good or anything. So, but this is specially designed tea. So she's also one of Mom's yoga instructors. So it's very rare that I have a crossover between, the Mom's business and mine. So it's kind of cool.
Does she teach drunk yoga?
No, but damn it,
Is drunk yoga a thing?
It is. Yeah, there's like a wine yoga.
I
and
figured
there's-
it had to be.
Yeah, there's goat yoga, and we did. Where do we do? Oh, we did yoga at the bike shop when my buddy owned a bicycle shop, and then so we haven't done cigar yoga yet. We have a space here on the new side. We can do some cigar yoga. When the gym gets put in back here, we're gonna do cigar squats and cigar deadlifts.
When are you going to do that?
As soon as these cabinets get the F out of the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's move them.
To
Get them going.
to
If we move the cabinets that are outside in the storage unit to where they're supposed to go anyway. I guess there's probably not enough room there for them.
no room space is definitely a problem right now. And then I know Mom wants one or two or three. I want one or two or three down at the Alton Cigar Shop. So, and that should take care of almost all of them. I talked to the folks down at the bakery at Fox's Boxes. They were kind of interested, but they have the same issue we do, just space. So we're all just kind of,
Any word on what's going on with that building?
No, not yet. I don't know if because there's nothing official actually out.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, if you know type thing.
Right.
I think it's a little high. I kind of, I think this building's a cluster mess, but that one down there is probably more neglected cluster mess. At least I try here
Right.
with this building.
We put tarps up.
Yeah, I got tarps up, bro. Tarps up.
It rained pretty hard after we did that, and I didn't notice any water anywhere in here.
No, and we only get it where we knocked a hole in the two walls, two buildings.
I think somebody told you about that.
What's that?
Somebody told you that was going to be a problem, and you ignored them.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. Whenever somebody tries to talk common sense into either one of us, what happens after that?
Sometimes
Nope.
one of us is the common sense. Sometimes.
Did I lose? Yeah, I just vacuumed this floor too. Thank you, Anthony Cade, for the vacuum. We need
Yeah,
Anthony.
he's never
on.
picked it up.
Well, I asked him if I could hold on to it a little bit longer because I like it.
Oh, okay.
Last time he was in and killing it on the one wheel.
Yeah, he took right to it.
That dude,
Right to it.
he did better than both of us did.
Yeah,
And like
by far.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you need this now.
Right. Oh, I imagine we'll see him with one.
I've been trying to like find somebody to get on mine, so it gives me a reason to go put a Pine X on the credit card, because I'm not using real money anymore. So as long as I have $1,500 to file bankruptcy, I'm really good. So I ain't really worried about. I'll just start over, man. It's all good. So that's my plan B, which I normally say I never have a plan B, but you gotta. At least there's a financial plan B. Rack up 80 G's in debt.
Ruined.
Yeah.
Financial plan B is ruined.
No, it's just a fresh start at 40-something years old. So, today's my homie Charlie's birthday, which I think a lot of people, when I posted it on Facebook, thought it was yours. But, so he,
not at all.
Dude's been right beside me since 3rd grade. So he even came up to the product release until like the smoke got him. So he's not a cigar fan.
It was bad up here that day, though.
Mm-hmm.
It was real bad. It probably wouldn't be so bad now that the other whatever it is,
smoke eater.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool talking to that guy. That guy was the guy who actually blended the cigar that I'm smoking in all 3 lines.
Oh yeah. What are you smoking? A bullet?
Yeah, I got a Peacemaker bullet. I thought I'd do a small one since the last podcast was 2 hours.
Right.
So I thought I'd do a small one. We don't have a guest to talk to, so
right. It's just gonna be boring.
Nah, it's not boring. This is life, man. This is real life. It's cold. It's gonna be 7 on tomorrow, 7 degrees. So 7 degrees.
I told somebody on that on that one wheel group on Facebook. They asked what everybody does in the wintertime, and then I said mainly just sit around in their house trying to stay warm and hating everybody in warmer climates.
Yeah. There's a guy I follow. He just bought a cigar company. It's the Dissident Cigar Company, and he lives in Nicaragua. And the cigar company was actually started in Kansas City. And it kind of fell a little bit, and Josh and his wife they're gonna do great things with it, man. They're just, and he's like they're the coolest looking couple, man. Like, dude, I don't know if I've ever seen him wear shoes. He lives in Nicaragua. Like, they're awesome. They're just living the dream. They sold everything and they moved to Nicaragua.
I don't know about living in Nicaragua.
Oh, I would live
of all places
anywhere but Illinois.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. Foreign country-wise, I don't know about Nicaragua.
Well, I mean, if you're in the cigar industry, can you pick a better... Dude's on the coast. I mean, he surfs most of the days. I mean, what a...
Belize, I could see. Maybe even like Brazil, maybe.
Belize is where my end goal is to be. Is in Belize. I still look at property at night before I fall asleep. So I'd like to have a little cigar shop where the dinghies bring the carnival, or the cruise ships, they bring the people in, because it's too shallow for the to have an actual port right there.
Right.
So the little boats bring people in. So I'd like to have a little cigar shop there, and then if I'm being honest, and and have all the credit in the world, because I'll never have the money, but I'd have a farm and I'd grow tobacco further south in Belize. So, yeah, I mean, it would be amazing to just
Could you not grow tobacco in Belize? It's the same climate.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Belize is definitely the same climate, and there's not any...
Yeah, it's the same climate.
And, it's all Central America, so... and it's just north of Dominican Republic, so you can easily grow tobacco.
That's not South America down there.
No, it's Central America.
It's Central,
Yeah.
Well, that's not too far from where I've always wanted to go anyways, the Yucatan.
No, not at all. Yeah, and Belize is like such a perfect mix of everything. There's literally rainforest, there's mountains, there's Mayan ruins, there's beaches, there's island hopping. It's not the most exciting place to live as far as like
Good.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, that's why so many people they'll retire there, and they're currently all real estate's gone up, but Belizean real estate's really gone up. So like the property I was looking at, this one that had an apartment above it, and then two stores down below, and it was like $237,000, $237,000, and then the apartment upstairs was, I don't know, 2,500 square feet. I mean, pretty massive. And so, it's perfect. I could wake up and, I mean, it was downtown Belize. It was on a one-way that, like, right where the dinghies come in. But, we got to build Mom a building first and build a brand and build a cigar, start franchising AP Cigars. Send me your cash. And,
Send me your money.
Send me your money. So yeah, we
have you watched The Righteous Gemstones?
No,
you
keep asking me
because you got to watch it. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's great. It's great.
You've been on such a terrible movie kick lately that I don't know if I believe what you're saying.
Llamageddon is the best movie ever made. It's wonderful.
The name is what?
Llamageddon.
Llamageddon. It sounds worse than Sharknado.
It's if we made a movie. It's great. In fact, I was watching it going, I can do this. I can make this movie. It's great. It's so awful that it's just great. Dude, they spend 5 minutes electrocuting people in a hot tub. Like there's a 5-minute scene of people being electrocuted in a hot tub.
Jesus.
And they're just panning on different ones over and over and over again. As they fake convulse in this hot tub. It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
Probably why I haven't jumped on watching it.
Oh, it's awesome. You have to watch it.
I'll make some popcorn and watch it tonight.
I am turning it on as soon as
we're done.
As soon as we're done, you're gonna go watch it.
I got stuff to do. I have to do dishes.
No.
Yeah. I gotta do dishes.
This is a.
This is a must-see movie.
They literally. It's about a space llama with laser vision, and he crashes into the Earth in this farm field, and for some reason he kills these teenagers. For who knows why, he just starts killing these teenagers, but they literally, for the spaceship, they literally took a horse trailer, and they like tied corrugated metal onto the sides of it for wings. For wings, and they dumped it in this field. And that was his spaceship. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Pull that cord off that and sew in my microphone.
I know, it keeps banging around.
Or sew in my headphones.
Keeps banging around and
they're stretching out though.
See, now I have to turn my earplugs around. My headphones or my whatever they are. I don't care what they are.
Oh, we got rid of feedback too. We're getting feedback from your mic. Probably wouldn't hear it in the video, but
oh, I don't know. I'm telling you, Llamageddon is good. It starts off with this nerdy dude, this sister and this nerdy dude.
Oh, hey, we're having a watch party this Saturday.
On what?
Not Llamageddon.
Oh, for that guy that fights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
for Austin.
Right.
He's fighting down in Florida, so I guess my first sponsored athlete.
Well, you sponsored him too late because all the stuff's already out there.
Yeah, which is fine. We when a guy asks for help and you help him. So, speaking of which, you did some charity work this week.
I did.
Yeah. You put ball joints on the car.
That was a terrible job.
Yeah.
The passenger side wasn't too bad, but the driver's side just was a pain in the ass.
It was nice of you though.
Man.
Yeah.
She didn't have nobody else to do it. So.
Well, it's good to do good things.
Works at Subway.
Right.
So no money.
Right. But she bought the parts, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I wasn't buying the parts.
Right. So, I mean, good for you.
Because I don't have any money either.
Right. It's wintertime, so we're not making good money.
It's not been bad. We've been doing quite a bit of cash.
Well, we're making a building payment. That's about it. So, building payment, some payroll. So I was able to. I went to Lit Cigar Lounge on Saturday, and it was packed, man. It was crazy packed. It was it's neat to see.
They're in a better area for it.
I was gonna say it's neat to see a business in a populated town. You know, like another cigar shop in a populated town. You know, like the Hill gets real busy, Grand Crew's busy because their proximity to just
People?
larger population is crazy. So yeah, it's you know, with the shop here, you know,
Plus all the freedom. They have more freedom than we do.
no, I mean they got lower taxes for sure.
Well,
on
they
the
can get a
cigar.
liquor license.
Oh yeah, that's true too. They definitely. I mean that adds up a lot. So I was talking to the owner and of Lit, and he was telling me that cigar sales actually still outperform liquor sales there. And you know, and then that you know, which is nice to hear. You know, people aren't coming in just to drink and get drunk. You know, they're going in for a cigar and a whiskey.
Yeah.
So, to where
Yeah,
here-
but that's the thing. They can get a liquor license. We can't get we can't get a license to liquor over here.
well, no, we can't get a license to liquor. I ordered Table 36 hats yesterday. That was expensive. So,
Well, it's not real money.
it's not. Actually, that one was.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Oh.
was real money. I took almost all the money out of the safe.
oh, that's
So-
not that doesn't bode well for me.
No, neither one of us really. So, but we'll have some cool Table 36 Peacemaker hats. So the ones you like, since you cried about the last ones.
Well, terrible hats. When you buy terrible hats,
I like those hats. They stay on when I ride.
terrible.
They
Terrible.
stay on when I ride.
Terrible.
I just shouldn't have gotten white because I guess.
How's he going to do the logo?
What do you mean? So like the one that's broken, this logo.
Yeah.
So his plan is he's going to send it out to be digitized, and
You know, I probably could have digitized that.
I don't. You might have been able to,
I probably could have.
but you have to do it for an embroidery machine, so it tells how many stitches to put in.
I probably could have had a buddy of mine digitize it for an embroidery machine because he does embroidery.
Oh, well, there you go.
He might have. I don't know what the process is, but if it wasn't something too hard, he probably would have just done it for me.
It was $35 to digit. Well, it was $35 per logo. So I did the Sheriff Star. This one here, we were kind of zooming in on it and how bad it is. So they might have to actually redraw it.
You can't think about how bad something is based on
A digital
And
photo.
I like Jason, but he kind of dramatizes.
No, it is because I had stickers made.
When I took my shirts there, when I took my design for my shirts for the lawn care there, and they had him make me shirts, he was like, "This is terrible," and I was like, "Well, change it." Then it's just some shit I drew in paint, buddy. Come on.
No, he so like when I had the stickers made, you know, they just came out pixelated because it's just there's not a good copy floating around. So I asked Budget Signs to just redraw the whole damn thing for me, so that way I have a good quality image that we can make more stickers out of.
Right.
So, and then when it gets warmer, if I still have that trailer, I'm gonna put some stickers on it, I guess.
You have Top Secret wrap it.
No, not the trailer. I'm just gonna get like probably 4-foot stickers and just put, because it's
Oh.
already black, so all I need is
Right.
white vinyl to shove on top of it. So I don't think it needs to be wrapped. So 'cause-
White and gray. 'Cause you still got to do the star and the.
yeah. So the whole thing, you know, and I don't know how, you know, if we just reverse it, it'll be pretty cool. So if I do, you know, the star in white, the numbers in black, it's just going to be the trailer itself.
Right.
So it should look pretty good
I think it'd look cooler if you did it just a slightly, so it was kind of like a ghost, just like a slightly different shade, like a dark gray.
We'll see if we keep the trailer that long. So the dream would be to rock this trailer and then go live in it, take my hammock, take my motorcycle, take my one wheel, and then travel the country opening up accounts. Wintertime in the south, summertime in the north.
Right.
Just, I'm gonna go to the Perfect Dash when it warms up.
Where's that at?
Inner Grove, Minnesota. They were like week 1. Patrick's like, hey, he's like, I want some product. So, I was hoping to get up there sooner, but they have a lot of snow and
It sucks up there right now.
Really cold temperatures. So
it really, really sucks up there right now.
with my fake Silverado, I don't know if I'll make it. So my 2-wheel drive pickup truck.
Yeah,
I'll take the kids' Subaru.
right, right.
It would do better.
It would do awesome up there.
Yeah,
Probably. It would do great. Fantastic.
Battery's dead in that. I'm just gonna leave it dead for a while.
Well, it's probably garbage.
Yeah.
It's probably garbage.
Yeah, I'm just no point in changing it now. She doesn't even have her license yet,
So that's why the van wasn't getting driven even before the salt. Well, now there's salt all over the roads, so I'm not going to drive the van until it rains really hard this spring. But I've got the battery on a trickle charger because it's that door switch is draining it.
Oh yeah.
That door switch we couldn't figure out.
Right. Should have just left it alone.
I should have.
Should have just left it alone.
I didn't do nothing to it though. That's the problem. I didn't do anything to those door switches.
I know.
I wasn't
It's
even
weird.
messing with those at all.
Some wiring that you messed with. Well, you're in the doors for the speakers, right? Do you think you pinched something?
It's not in the doors, it's outside the doors. And Jamie and Brian and me, all three traced that thing and traced it. Couldn't
No
find
luck, huh?
Couldn't find it. Well, we only found one fuse box, and then Brian found another fuse box. So there's fuse boxes hidden all over this thing.
Is everything in Japanese too?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes. So
if you want to import a vehicle, get a hold of Chuck on Instagram at AimHolder.
we were looking at a buddy of mine in Florida sent me this picture last night of these crew cab Mazda B2200s.
Oh, crew cab?
Crew cab 4-door.
4-door Mazda.
Big 4-doors too. They're
Really?
the rear doors are big.
We never got those, did we?
And no. But he sends me this picture, and I was like, man, that looks like a lot of work for a Mazda B2200. It's cool, but somebody's got a lot of work in that because it looked really good, too.
Right.
And I didn't know that they were manufactured overseas. I didn't know that.
So they make them over there in 4-door.
Australia. Australia has a 4-door. They call it a Ford Courier XL.
No kidding.
And they have a 4-door. That looks just like the B2200s from the mid-90s,
No shit.
except 4-door.
Huh.
And so he goes, I found one, and he was telling me $7,500 for shipping. And I go, well, did you quote storage or Ro-Ro? And he goes, oh, it's a container unit. And I go, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why you got to quote Ro-Ro. And I said, Ro-Ro's still going to be probably $2,500, $3,000, but it's not $7,500.
Is it coming from Australia?
I think so.
Oh,
I couldn't find them. So I started searching the auction websites that I know about for overseas auctions, and I couldn't find them.
Huh.
So I couldn't find a single one, not under Ford Courier anyway. Now, if I Google searched them, I could find them like that.
Right.
Ford Courier XL, I could find plenty of images on them, but I couldn't find them.
So
he was on their marketplace and stuff looking.
Right.
There,
So was it like a B2200 engine? Like
I don't know. I didn't dig that far into it, but it's a crew cab Mazda B2200. Looks just like the two that we've sold through here.
Right. That's crazy. So how big's the bed?
It's a regular size B2200.
So it's a longer truck.
Oh yeah, it's a big long truck.
Huh.
Well, it's a little long truck, I
Right.
should say, because it's still a mini truck. It's still not wide. But it was cool looking.
Yeah, I never even heard of that.
I just when I first seen it, I was like, that's a lot of work for what that is. And I was like, that's a little ridiculous.
Right.
Doing all that work.
So much was the truck itself? You found one on Marketplace?
$500.
$7,000 to ship a $500 truck.
But I told him, I said,
But if it leaks, he can't do Ro-Ro.
right. That's what I was telling him. I was like, you'll pay more for the truck doing Ro-Ro, but you should anyway, because when you get it over here, good luck. It maybe has some of the same stuff, but you're going to have to figure out a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't make any sense.
So what's your van's engine out of stateside?
'89 Maxima.
Okay.
Or the 300Zs have the same engine in them.
Oh,
it's the VG30.
So it's a V6?
Yeah.
Or a straight 6?
V6.
V6. So what 300Zs? Like the first gen?
The NA ones. All the NAs.
All the NAs?
It's the first gen VG30
okay.
NA. But I can stick the twin turbo second gen. Is it the second or the third gen that was twin turbo?
Second gen was at least turboed. I don't know if it was twin. Yeah, I think it was. I'm losing my car guy card here, but
I can put that. Well, I don't know either, but I could put that engine in that van, and it should technically fit. Transmission and the rear end should hold it too. The rear end should hold any power I put to it.
That's like one of the most expensive engines to get. The 2JZ? Is that what you're talking about?
No. Nissan.
Oh, Nissan. That's right. Sorry, Nissan.
So, well, I've seen where they've been putting the RB2600s in them.
Oh, yeah?
In those vans over in Japan, they're putting the RB2600s in them.
Jesus. That'd be kind of cool. That's
there's a
twin throttle body, twin turbo.
There's a really cool Hi-Ace for sale in South Carolina for $9,500.
Jesus.
It's cool.
Which, I mean, after your import fees and travel and you...
That's where I was anyway.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you really were. And then it's... You know, and then I had to buy a brand new truck. So, I mean, really, your van costs so much money.
Well, now, if you'd have let me turn around and follow you to the dealership, you wouldn't have bought a brand new truck. We would just come back and figured out the truck later. But you were like, no, go.
Throw it in the gutter, go buy another. I'm really happy with this truck, though. It's nice. I can get its first oil change next week.
It's first oil change. Be 4 plates.
Well, it's COVID, man. DMV's probably closed or something. I don't know.
We're going to go with that, but I'm going to tell you.
It's not closed?
Nope.
Oh, man. I've been waiting on them to come pick it up.
Me too.
I was wondering if I could just end up paying this loan off on this truck before I ever get tags.
That'd be great.
2027, the truck's paid off.
That'd be great.
And I still rocking a Georgia temp tag.
When I go to, so I left the airport yesterday when I was one-wheeling, and because it was boring, I went up to and the roads were terrible. So I have a hard time trying to carve when the roads are
carving for you.
Awful. Yeah, right. And when I'm just fighting to kind of balance and stay on the board to begin with. So when I went up to Bethalto Park, and through the Arboretum, I park behind at the police station, the police station. And
did you park your no-tag BMW right there?
I have no tags on anything I'm driving right now.
So the only thing with tags is the van that's not being driven.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go.
It's the only thing I have with tags on it.
You know, if it wasn't winter, I could probably afford to put tags on that truck.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is.
Well, I was going to tag the truck, but then I realized that it doesn't run for shit. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's fixed next week.
Ain't
one
no
part,
point.
Excuse me. That one part just shipped for it. So once you're
today.
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it did. It shipped yesterday.
Nice. I wonder how long that's going to take.
I don't know. I like that company though. They were responsive. You know, they screwed up and they called and they apologized and they put all the money back in.
Well, I like that company when it says on the website, listen, we don't ship these days.
We don't work these days.
We don't do anything this day. We don't do anything this day. And we don't do anything this day. Where were they out of?
Louisiana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Baton Rouge.
Okay. So it's going to take.
Because I kept ignoring the calls.
I bet that'll be here Friday.
Yeah, probably. When's your tune coming?
I don't know.
Hey, next week we'll have this light fixed.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Coming up on an hour already.
Yep.
Hopefully you guys are doing well with your cigars. If you guys are smoking while watching. I'm going to my YouTube app here to see if really there's only the one comment.
Yeah, it was just, well, there's two.
There's two?
Leo likes to comment a lot.
Leo's the man. I'm excited to go down to his house and smoke. I'm going with Perry, the fireman. So him and
I don't know which one that is.
He wears a cowboy hat.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
So my channel, 83 subscribers, bro. 83.
Yep.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
83.
You know, what's our best viewed? Our best viewed.
Are you gonna? I think it's the one with Dan.
Yeah, it is.
I think so.
Yeah.
Are you gonna order more longboards?
Yeah, I am. The longboards that we have are actually made in Morrow, Illinois, which is
Local?
Yeah, like 5-10 minutes from here. All Toff longboards. And what's crazy is I saw that he was just posting one for sale in Marketplace. And then so I hit him up and said, hey, can you put our logos? And this dude makes them from scratch. Like, I don't know. They're cool. It's neat to have something handmade locally.
And they're good trucks, and they're good, and he puts good, decent wheels on them.
Yeah,
too.
good. You know, it's kind of mid-grade everything. So it's mid-grade bearings, trucks, wheels. So, yeah, Dan Johnson is the best viewed video so far.
Probably it's Dan.
Yeah, all those dick skins.
That's right. Dan, speaking of dick skins, you've got a big old
I got a
package
big old
dick skins.
I got a big old bag of dick skins over here. So, can we say dick skins?
Well, why couldn't we say dick skins? It's
It's
a brand name.
Is it? Oh. Yep. So Leo Stone's literally, I'm not even doing the wheel.
Nope, he's the only one that commented.
Hey, Leo, I'm going to get you a shirt. I'll bring it down to you when I come to your house and smoke. Leo's one of these, probably one of our best supporters, period.
We're doing better on YouTube searches, thanks to Peach Marketing.
Yeah, Peach Online Marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Balls deep.
Balls deep is the better.
Right. We're doing better with our individual YouTube searches and stuff like that. Because even though they say you're not supposed to be watching the analytics right now, I'm still doing it. So
you know, I got, you know, people that probably only smoke cigars on the golf course, and they still watch, and I think that's really cool. They'll send me pictures. Personally, they'll send me pictures that, you know, they got it up on the screen. My kid's watching. I know her boyfriend in North Dakota is
in North Dakota
watching. So he's got nothing else to do because I think it's negative like 50. So
I don't know why I live here. Why people would move even further north. I don't.
Well, he had to. He's in the Air Force.
Oh.
So, yeah. So his next base will probably be out of the country. So, which is pretty cool. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm gonna go join the Air Force.
Right.
Oh, I can't see very well.
Too late now.
Too dumb to join the Air Force. You gotta be smart.
Right. Oh yeah, you gotta take you gotta score. Well, you gotta take an actual ASVAB test.
I took one for the Army.
So
I did really well.
So
at least they told me I did.
Well, for the Army.
Right.
All you have to be smart enough to do in the Army is shoot a gun and get shot.
Right. Well, and I've already
try not to get shot.
And
anyway.
I've already been shot. So like I was like grade A for the Army. You know,
like, are you intelligent enough to duck when you hear gunshots? Yes, I am. All right, you're in.
Yeah, they. Here comes the Army people on the comment.
You're in.
No, I took the ASVAB and I stayed the night over there. All my friends were joining the Army, and I didn't think I had anything to do in this town, so I was like, well, I'll go join. So and then I got a loan for a pizza place, so I quickly I thought I'd be retired at 30. When you start your business at 18 years old and have no idea how a P&L works, you think you're going to retire by the time you're 30. So here I am in almost my mid-40s, still not retired.
Work till you die.
You know, but this gig is pretty decent. I mean, yeah.
I got no complaints.
No. I did terrible today at Golden Tee before you got in.
I'm not.
You're not playing anymore?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It makes me angry.
It does.
Trying not to be such an angry person anymore.
Stroke limit on the Golden Tee. I was very pissed.
Trying not to be an angry person anymore, and that game just does it to me.
Yeah. That game. Oh, are we gonna put up our walk sign soon?
Yeah, I was gonna do that probably tomorrow.
Yeah, when it's 7 degrees out.
Yeah, well, I'll be in back doing it, so I'll be nice and toasty.
Yeah, it's like 95 degrees back there.
I'll be
Jeff
warm.
Thought Jeff was growing pot back there or something.
Right.
He had it so hot.
Right.
He's growing tobacco for our cigars.
It's all that sinning he's been doing lately.
Yeah, he's been doing a little bit of sinning back there.
Got to keep it warm when you sin like that.
I don't know why. You could just make it warm when you sin like that. Luckily, all Jeff's girls aren't old enough to have a YouTube account.
They definitely don't have high standards. That's for sure.
You live in a greasy garage?
Right.
That's pimp.
Well, that's awesome. Is that a transmission laying under your TV? That's great.
That's a 6-speed BMW transmission.
That's
Those are rare and expensive.
He needs to sell a damn thing for me.
His art is way more expensive than my art. Like, you have M5 doors. I have, I got a print of Jack Kevorkian's. He's got a 6-speed transmission. So definitely
It's
cool.
so terrible back there that it's making me angry.
Dude, I try not to go back there.
So it's so bad back there that I'm actually getting mad about it.
It's
And you've seen how I keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a motor swap and the diesel shit.
You would think for a guy that lives in a garage that he would at least, clean it up. I know if I lived in the garage, it would be clean because what else am I going to fucking do?
Play Call of Duty.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't play Call of Duty.
What are we going to give away? Because
We're going to give something away.
Yeah.
Let's give away one of them hats. How long are they going to be till they come in?
Probably next week.
Let's give away one of them hats.
All right. So these are going to be flex fit hats. They're going to be black, and so you'll have to comment if you want. The sizes on flex fits are small, medium, or large, extra large. And I know I'm a large, extra large.
I think I'm a large, extra large.
I bet you're a small, medium.
And I wear a 7 1/8 hat.
How do you know that?
So because I buy fitted hats, I hate unfitted hats.
I like the snapbacks just for riding a motorcycle.
Unfitted. Well, if you buy the proper size fitting hat,
It still blows. Dude, I ride so fast.
I got a brand new White Sox hat at home. I got for Christmas.
You gonna put that with your starter coat?
No, I don't have a starter coat no more.
Dude, I want a starter coat so bad.
Well, good luck.
I know.
Good. They're more sought after now than they were when I got stabbed for one in Alton back in '96.
You put a whole pound of weed in that
97.
front kangaroo pouch, bro.
Well, I didn't have I had the coat.
Yeah, see, I had jackets.
I had a Raiders coat and I had the orange and green Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
Orange green with the weird bird.
Yeah.
I had that one, and I had and I couldn't afford them, so my buddy was taking them out of lockers when the football players and stuff would put them up in their lockers. My buddy was stealing them out of lockers.
Oh, no.
And that's how I got mine, both of them.
Yeah, we had there was Hurricane. I had the White Sox, but man, do you remember the starter short set? You had shorts and a matching jersey.
No, I think I was by the time that they got into all that, because they started with coats.
Yeah,
that was their introduction, I think, wasn't it?
I think the jackets or coats were.
And then by the time they got into all that other stuff, I was probably wearing Jinkos.
No,
and not that stuff. So, have you seen the price of Jinkos? Oh my God!
Yeah, Ginger was showing me different old school jeans that are coming back now.
Dude,
old school pants
I'd buy a pair of Jinkos. I would.
Weren't those the huge?
Not all of them were.
Oh, okay.
Not all, so some of them were really, really big.
Yeah.
But some of them were just a little bit bigger than normal jeans. They were a little bit looser than normal jeans. But the pockets went all the way down.
What do you need all that cargo space for?
Because, man, when you had a wallet with a chain on it.
Right.
And you stick your hacky sack back there. And you could stick 2 pounds of weed in that pocket.
Fucking white people. You got your wallet with the chain on it,
But,
a hacky sack, and a bag of weed.
But I lived in that pair. I don't even remember where them Jenkos came from. I think I put them on after a party. I don't even think they were mine originally. I think I went to a party and I put them on because I couldn't find mine, and I just put them on, and then they were mine forever after that.
I just like that you went to a party and you had to find pants.
Just about every party I went to back then, I had to find pants after the next day. So
I couldn't find mine, so I took somebody else's.
and somebody out there's going to be like, man, he must have had a lot of none to brag about. None to brag about.
Yeah, right.
So I've never been picky. I've always been the guy, man, I'll jump on that grenade.
Right. Well, that's good. That's good.
Got to be good at something.
Speak of. At least she's got some stamps. I can go to the store and get some food.
Got to be good at something.
Right. God, it's great growing up poor. So.
But I think that's how I got my Jenkos was I just picked them up,
Nice.
put them on, and then I had a pair of Jenkos.
I was at a bar in Alton one time, and this guy's like, man, I like your shirt. I said, man, I like your shirt too.
Trading shirts.
So we traded shirts and walked out of the bathroom. He was smaller than me. But we were heavily intoxicated, so we traded shirts, and I never saw that guy again.
You want to hear a funny story
Yeah.
about a buddy of mine? I won't name him. You know his mother. She used to come in.
Okay.
She used, you know who I'm talking about. She didn't like me. Still doesn't like me. Mom and daughter would come in all the time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Got the son that's doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My buddy.
Yeah.
And we were at Riverbend one time, and I don't know why this just made me think of this, but it just made me think about this. And we were not sober at all whatsoever, and him probably worse off than I was. And this girl, he was eyeballing this girl playing pool. We were playing pool, and we were a fixture at that Riverbend.
Right, the old one.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And we were playing pool, and he kept eyeballing this girl. So finally, she comes over to talk to him. She got Scooby-Doo on her shirt, right? And whenever he'd get screwed up, he'd doing Scooby-Doo impressions,
right,
all the time,
right.
And he's so he sees this Scooby-Doo on her shirt, and he goes, "You like Scooby-Doo? I love Scooby-Doo." And then he starts straight into a Scooby-Doo impression, and I'm sitting over there. I was shooting at the time,
right.
And as soon as he did it, I dropped the stick and I just walked away.
Well, did it work for him?
No,
not
at all.
How did it not work for him?
Not at all. But I still gave him shit about that all the time. I love Scooby-Doo. What the fuck, dude?
So that runs girls off whenever you.
It's great.
And you start a person. I'm pretty fortunate. I have a great girl, and because man, when I get drunk, the Peter Griffin comes out, and I just can't stop laughing like Peter Griffin. I can't do it sober. It's just or Jonah Hill, like in War Dogs, when he laughs creepy, it just comes out beautifully and perfect. And I'm glad I'm not in that game where I'm trying to impress a girl, and then I start laughing like Peter Griffin.
Right. I couldn't even impress one no more. It'd be like, "Do you want to go out?" No.
Right.
Not at all. Well, let's go. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go to this bar.
No.
I can't go to bars. Every time I go to a bar, someone wants to fight me.
Yeah.
I don't. Every bar I've ever been to, every time I've ever been to a bar, someone wants to fight.
We had that problem growing up when we go to any bar in like Granite City.
Well, I'd have that. I had the problem with my buddies starting fights, but it didn't. Even if I didn't go with those buddies,
Right.
Somebody wanted to fight me, and leave me the.
When I was a kid, I was delivering pizzas, and it was some bar out by the old dirt racetrack in Godfrey. I forgot what it was called then. I don't even know what it's called now. But
you're talking about the one that's
it's a rough bar.
It's as you go out.
Yeah.
Towards Brighton.
Yeah, it's on the
right
right
there on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like Beer Barrel or something like that back then.
My dad had a truck set on fire there. Well, my dad didn't. My uncle did.
Right.
Had my dad's truck was set on fire in that parking lot.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I walk into that bar. I'm delivering pizzas. I walk into this bar with these pizzas, and I'm pretty much sarcastic every word that comes out of my mouth. And so I walk in, I'm
You didn't even have to talk. That was the problem.
right. And so I walk in, and this somebody's like, he's like, "Hey, where are the balloons at?" Because I walk in with pizzas, right? And I'm like, "What do I look like, a fucking clown?" And I swear to God, all of these bar stools scooted. I was like, "Son of a bitch!" It was like, man, it was like my second delivery of the day. I'm gonna get my ass beat in this bar. So I got my money and ran. So I wasn't gonna win that fight.
Well, it's like that. I got on Instagram and I told that one story, and there's a reason I told it on Instagram. But I told that I was dating this girl, and her friend come over, and they wanted to go to this bar in Staunton, and I don't remember the name of it, Duggar or Dugout or some crap like that. And I was 22, maybe. I don't know. I wasn't drinking.
Right.
Either way, I quit drinking before I was 21 because
We drank too much before.
yeah, I drank a lot before that, so it didn't really matter. But so okay, I'll go. So I go, and I'm sitting at the bar drinking, and you could still smoke in the bar then.
Right.
And I'm sitting at the bar, and I'm smoking. I think it was a John T.
Right.
I think is what it was.
Right.
Because those are John T's used to come in these little in these plastic things, and I think that's what I was smoking. It's just cheap bullshit cigar. I know better now.
Right.
But I was sitting at the bar drinking my soda, smoking my cigar, and kind of talking to the bartender a little bit. And her and her friend were out on the dance floor, and this big gorilla dude, I'm talking 265,
Right.
and not like fat, but
Right.
like a big corn-fed. He just comes over, and he goes, "That's your girl," and I turn around like this, and I look straight at his fucking belly button, because that's how big he is, and I'm sitting down, and I where he's standing, I could see the dance floor, and I go, "Which one? I ain't decided yet," and because I'm a smart ass all the time too,
Right.
and he gets mad and he walks off. So I'm thinking, okay, that worked out,
Right.
and then he comes over again and he goes, "I'm gonna take your girl home tonight." And I looked up. Again. I'm looking at this dude's belly button. This time I looked up at him. And I was like, "Buddy, you don't even know which one's my girl." I said, "But have at it. I mean, I'll find a different one to go home with. I'm cool."
Right.
And that makes him mad. He gets mad again and he walks off. So now the girls all come back over. They both come back over, and he comes over again. And dude, this dude was so big, it was like Jurassic Park.
Right.
Like my soda. I knew he was coming because my soda started getting the freaking waves. That's how big this dude was. And I was littler than I am now.
Right.
Like this is before I started working out real good and everything else. And not that I'm not little now, but he comes walking over again, and they're there now, right? And I pissed her off so bad, and he says, looks at her. He doesn't talk to me this time. He looks at her and he goes, "Would you ditch this pussy and come home with me, girl?" And I turned around and I looked at him and I go, "Buddy," I said, "I tell you what," I said, "I know what you're trying to do, and I'm not going to fight you." I said, "I've known her. This is like our third date."
Right.
I said, I don't care. I said, "Do you want to go home with him? If you want to go home with him, have at it. So as long as I get home somehow, and there's plenty of girls here, so I'll get home somehow." I said, "I'm fine." I said, "You think I'm going to get up and fight you?" And I'm just not. I'm not.
Right.
I said, "Whatever. Do you want to go home? If she wants to leave with you, then she leaves with you." And he gets mad again, and he walks off, and she gets mad. And she doesn't really say nothing. But she gets mad. So now I'm turned, and I'm like looking at her. But
Right.
really what I'm doing is looking at the table
Right.
where he's at.
Waiting for the sucker punch.
Waiting to get, because he's with all his buddies.
Right.
And they belong there. I
Yeah.
don't belong there.
Right.
And I'm just waiting, so his buddy comes over. And his buddy goes, "Hey, man," he goes, "I think you should leave." He goes, we don't got no problem with you, but you should go." And because he's stewing, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, and of course, now you're trying to now I look like, if I go, "Oh, okay," I can't do that.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, you gotta stand your ground.
So I said, "Buddy, if he wanted to fight, we'd have been fighting already." I said, "Obviously, all he wants to do is talk shit." And I just turned around, and I gave my back to the guy,
Right.
which you don't do to a bunch of hicks at a bar. So I turn my back to the guy, and he stands there for a second, and I could almost feel his hot breath.
Right.
Like standing, because I pissed him off.
Right.
And so now they're all mad at me.
Yeah.
Certainly they're all, like they weren't all mad at me to begin with. Like freaking man meat over there didn't piss them all off anyway. And the bartender, and I guess I had this look on my face. Oh, fuck. So the bartender comes over and he goes, hey, man, I don't want no trouble. You guys got to go.
Yeah.
And he says it in a way like,
he's helping.
Like he's doing me a favor.
Yeah.
And so I make the one girl give me her keys. And not because she'd been drinking, but because I might have to run a motherfucker over in this parking lot. And
not your car.
And I make her give me her keys. And I walk towards that door, buddy, head high. But the whole time I'm like, I'm going to get fucked up.
Yep,
as soon as I walk out this door, it's over. I'm going to get jumped by all these son of a bitches.
Right.
And what are they going to do? What are the girls going to do?
Yeah.
Never happened. Never came.
Nice.
I made it all the way out to the car, got in the car. And even in the car, I'm like, all right, they're any minute. Any minute now. I got all the way out on the road. And as soon as I hit the road, I was like,
yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt whenever I left that. I think was it Maggie Mays? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it was Maggie Mays.
Maggie
that's
Mays.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was called. Yeah, man, and all those stools. And I was like, like that instant regret whenever the sarcasm comes out before thought process, and I'm like, and I was like, what do I look like, a fucking clown?
Well, right. That's been my problem my whole life too. I'm just a smart ass.
Yeah.
Even when I'm in apparent danger, about to get clobbered by somebody whose arms are as big as me.
Yeah,
because he wasn't a small dude.
Right. Yeah. This I was a smart ass to this federal security guard at the Arch, and I didn't know they carried like 4 guns and pepper spray, so that didn't work out so well for me. They're like,
so you get that Ralph Wiggum in your head. I'm in danger.
Yeah, it sure was too. So, but it was funny because he was busting my balls for going too fast in the parking garage, and I'm sitting on 31 1050s, so of course they squeal whenever you're going down the ramp, and so I'm out of the car, and he asked for a blood sample, or he wanted to do a drug test, and he goes, so which is PD lingo for a breathalyzer, right? So, he, I said, you want to test me for drugs? I stick up my middle finger, and I was like, why don't you take a sample? Just prick my finger right there. I was like,
there you go, buddy.
So then I wasn't done. So I was like, here, why don't you take 2 samples to make sure it's right? So I do that, and I got arrested. Right. So I didn't know they had that kind of power.
Surprise, surprise.
But yeah, and so there was I bet you it was 6 foot tall holding cell on the Arch grounds. It's now a park. I walked through there with Ginger, and I was like, man, I was detained right here, and now it's like a park, it's like it's real pretty. It was on the Arch grounds, but yeah, it was and then they threw some guy in there and with me, and so 6 foot tall, probably about 8 foot wide cell, right? So I'm sitting there just fuming like crazy, and so then so the guy in the cell with me, he was in a good frame of mind not at all,
right?
And so he took his shoe off and he goes, hey, you fat fucks, and then throws his shoe at them. So they responded with pepper spray, and
the entire cell.
Well, the entire cell is 6 foot high, 8 foot wide.
That's a county maneuver.
Yeah, so I get pepper sprayed because this guy gets pepper sprayed.
Right.
So then they take me, which I can barely see, right? So shortly after, they take me to City Metro holding cell, which is in a horse stable, like in Forest Park. There's a cell in Forest Park. So I was learning all this awesome stuff. They weren't really losses. They were all lessons.
So the tour.
So then the fight breaks out in the cell I'm in. So what happens? Here comes the pepper spray again. And I see him coming, shaking the cans. And I'm like, oh, you got to be shitting me. I just got my vision back.
And you can't even put your shirt on because it's got pepper spray on it.
It was the most miserable hours. I got out at noon the next day, right? And my mom, bless her soul, comes to pick me up. And it looks like I've been crying this whole time.
Well, you have.
Well, yeah, but I was forced to cry.
Right.
So, the lessons I learned were don't ask the police officers to take 2 blood samples
Right.
and with your middle finger.
Well, I learned that lesson the hard way too.
Yeah, and then
I didn't flip him off, but I was being a dick.
well, it was funny. I thought it was funny, and it was. I was laughing, and
Right.
the guy that was
I was too.
the guy that was with the guy that was with me was laughing, and
Isn't that how it works out?
so fast forward some years. I hit coming back from Grafton. I hit one of these roadblocks, and I was the DD, so I hadn't been drinking. Well, I thought there was a crash on the river road, so I was trying to go around, and this cop keeps trying to block me, and I'm like, geez, so I'm on the shoulder. It must be a bad accident. No, it's a DUI checkpoint. I didn't know. So the guy pulls me over. So I'm doing all the field sobriety stuff, sober as could be. All right, and so I'm literally passing everything. And the guy goes, and he was a rookie statey, and he goes, well, we'd like to do a drug test. And man, I had that flashback to that, and I'm like, I know what not to say right now, because it came right back up. I'm like, oh, you want to test me for drug, and I'm like, calm down, man. I'm like, you're sober. So I blew in the machine, and guess what? I'm sober.
Right.
But and then they let me drive off. But man, it was so much restraint for me not to flip him. Like my fingers are coming up, my hands are. I'm like, no, that didn't work out last time. So,
I had that problem in 2017. Had to restrain it.
Oh yeah,
And he deserved it though. He deserved every bit of it.
is that over the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all bullshit.
Yeah, he was a jack off.
Yeah,
Pervert too.
Yeah. What do you know?
But the county beat me up one time. Pepper sprayed me, beat me up, made me take a cold shower to wash the pepper spray off, ice cold shower, and then they threw me in their drunk tank, naked, no clothes,
Which sounds normal for you when you're drunk.
with the light off. Yeah. No, I wasn't even off that time. My buddy. So I had the reason I was being a smartass to the cops because my buddy Dave was overage,
Right.
and he was buying us all alcohol. I was 16,
Right.
maybe,
Right.
and he had just got back with the alcohol, and the cop had got him right in front of the house.
Okay.
So I decided because I'm 16, he can't take me to jail,
Right.
and I don't want Dave to go to jail. So I go out on the road and start acting like an asshole,
Right.
and it worked
Yeah.
because they didn't take Dave to jail and they didn't take the alcohol.
Right.
They took
But
me,
yeah.
and
So your law degree at 16 was at like Sanford Brown?
no, it was nothing. But well, technically they only took me because I wouldn't give him my license. He was gonna write me a ticket, but I told him to go fuck himself. It's like, no, I'm not giving you shit. So and there was a whole lot of stuff I did. Like I was smoking in the back of the car, which made him mad. I went through his files. He had files and a milk crate in the back of the car, and I had him out reading them, which made him mad. I was being a jack. I was doing anything I could do to stop him from focusing on them.
Right.
And they threw me in a drunk tank and turned the lights off. And so when they finally turned the lights back on, which it seemed like forever, but it wasn't that long.
Right.
When they finally turned the lights back on, there was this black dude in there,
Right.
and his skin was falling off.
What?
And I didn't even know he was in there at
Wait,
all.
What?
Yeah, he had a rag on the back of his, and I don't know, but the whole back of his skin was falling off.
Holy.
I didn't even know this dude was in there.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Right.
Had no idea that he was there at all because I'm in the,
I never been
I
in
just
the
went
drunk
and
tank.
I just went and sat down because what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was in there the whole time. This dude was in there.
He didn't make a sound?
Didn't make a sound. Didn't make a. He was sitting in a corner, and I just so happened that I sat immediately down because what are you going to see?
Yeah, you gonna walk around?
So I sat immediately down, and he was sitting off over in the corner. And how I didn't manage to see him when they put me in, but nothing.
Right.
And he was just sitting in there, and they turned the lights on. Oh, what the hell? and then they come and got me, and they let me out. And
Was he naked too?
No,
No.
I was the only one naked.
So they stripped you naked, cleaned you up with a shower, and threw you in a cell with a guy. So they were just hoping something would happen.
They were just being assholes.
Yeah, it's old school.
They were just being.
That's old school shit.
They were just being. They call it the smack 'em room now, but I got smacked before I got in the room. So I don't know why they need a room for it.
Sometimes our mouth definitely does
hallway.
that. I've had probably. It makes it sound bad. I've probably had countless run-ins with PD and just never had an issue. But yeah, that security guy at the Arch Grounds, And
That was the first issue I ever had, and it was the last issue I ever had. I learned my lesson right then and there.
Yeah.
It doesn't do you no good.
Yeah.
No good at all.
Nope.
Listen, that cop's going to do what he's going to do, and if you call him a cocksucker, it does not. It's just, he's not going to go, oh, right, it doesn't make him think about it whatsoever.
Upon further review,
I am being an asshole. Maybe I shouldn't cut you this ticket and take you to jail. It doesn't work.
Amazing.
It does not work.
Look at how much you learned.
Right.
Right. That's awesome. We're gonna give away the fitted hats. Comment on this video.
Go like our Instagram page, Unrolled Cigar Podcast.
Yeah. Facebook page too, Unrolled.
Facebook page, Unrolled.
Somehow we got that one, but we didn't get Instagram.
You can follow us individually on social media if you like. I'm not going to tell you mine. You'll have to find me.
I already said it. So
you didn't say mine.
I
Did
did.
you say yours?
Yeah, I said yours.
No, you didn't.
I did too. It's in this video.
Well,
even
if you find one, you'll have to find the other 5.
No, I said your Instagram.
Oh yeah, Aim Holder.
Yeah.
You can follow me on Instagram. I'm tame on Instagram.
You're tame on Facebook. You just got to follow all 5 profiles.
Right.
Yeah. I saw you got your main one back.
Last night.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I got unbanned last night.
Yeah. 30 days gone.
So I took a screenshot of the 1 hour left thing, right?
Right.
I took a screenshot of that because I was expecting to get another 30. Because that's what they do to me now. I get 30, and then when I'm supposed to get unbanned, I don't. I just get another 30.
Oh, you can't run your sentences concurrent.
No, I get back-to-backs. Right. Right. Free speech, everybody. Free speech.
Yeah. What's the there's a lot of people jumping ship from even this platform. They're going to somebody else, but I mean, this and the Facebook, those are your biggest cities, man.
They're jumping and going to Wimkin. It's the latest one I've seen, Wimkin, and they're like, "Oh, free speech." And I went on because I got the ad, and I went on the ad, and I said, "Well, is it free speech for everybody, or is it just like here?
Right.
Free speech if you agree."
Yeah.
I said, "Because it's not free speech."
Right.
I said, "Just because you're giving other people that, all you're doing is setting the division lines. That's all you're doing."
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's not, listen, if I should be able to go on Facebook and I should be able to say the strangest, most idiotic QAnon conspiracy I want.
Right.
and the other side should be able to come on there and say the strangest, most idiotic liberal conspiracy they want.
Right.
You should be allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And you don't get to do that on Facebook. Well, one side gets to do that on Facebook, and then on this Wimkin. But anyway, so I asked them, or is it just free? And I just got jumped in the comment section.
There you go.
Absolutely jumped. And I was like, right, you just proved my point.
Right.
You don't want free speech. You just want them to quit censoring your speech.
Right.
That's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like equal rights. You don't want equal rights. You want special treatment.
Yeah. I want special treatment.
So I was expecting to get banned the other day.
Yeah.
From Pedro, because I said I was watching something with Neil Patrick Harris in it, and what was I watching with Neil Patrick Harris in it? Oh, The New Matrix, which I enjoyed, by the way. I know everybody hates it. I thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was great.
But
it was long as shit.
With Neil Patrick Harris in it, and I said Neil Patrick Harris proves that nobody actually hates gay people.
True.
They just hate you.
Well.
And I was expecting Facebook to go, you can't say that.
Right.
And ban me.
Right.
I was totally expecting that to happen because who the hell hates Neil Patrick Harris? And he's gay. But who hates him? Find me somebody that hates Doogie Howser.
Right. Right. I like all the TV doctors. Doogie Howser, House, Dr. Fauci. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I trust Neil Patrick Harris or Doogie Howser before I trust him. And there we go off into politics.
Yeah.
Dr. Flip Flop.
Yeah. I'm done with my cigar. You done? How was that second to last?
It was good.
Second to last, was it?
Yeah. Well, I'm still smoking it, so it burned great.
Yeah, mine did too.
I had to light it a few times, but that's on me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's what mine was. I think those.
Well, those are better after they've sat in the walk-in for a while.
Yeah, I run the walk-in just a little bit. See, they don't have cellophane on them, so when you go to a cigar shop and you walk into their humidor, and cigars don't have a cellophane, then they're more susceptible to that humidor, so you're not getting that layer of protection. But it's so hard to put a cellophane on such a crazy ended cigar.
Right.
Like you're not gonna. I don't even know how you would do that. I mean, I guess anything's possible, but it also, Padron doesn't wrap theirs, so why would I wrap mine?
Right.
Right.
We're on that level. We're on that same level as Padron.
I feel like I'm spending that kind of money.
I mean, I actually think that I like the Principe. I don't know what number it is. Apparently, there's numbers. Yeah. I never paid attention. The 1926 Principe.
Right.
Box press.
Yeah.
I really, 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 really like those.
So Mark brought you one. Did you smoke it?
Mark brought me one. I smoked it. He brought me the bigger size, though.
Right.
I like the littler ones.
The shorter ones.
Yeah, the shorter ones are better.
Mess you up, man.
But I really, really like those, and the bullets are like second for me.
Nice.
So
nice.
They've got to be like second for me.
Dude, I thoroughly enjoy the bullets. Somebody was commenting on the Table 36's St. Louis kind of post, and they smoke different than what they did back in the day. I think the tobacco quality control is different. I think it's held to a higher standard. Placencia is in a much more.
Now you're getting into that. They smoke different. What do you mean they smoke different? They're on fire.
No, they smoke different as in the flavor profiles. I think they're more pronounced. Like I get the pepper. I get the pepper out of that. I get the creaminess when I smoke the Judge. I get the pepper on the
creaminess.
Smoke. The creaminess. I like a stick that puts creaminess in my mouth. Right. So
a good creamy stick.
Yeah, I like
in my mouth.
I like a good creamy stick
with a little saltiness.
Yeah, a little nuttiness.
Right.
I like the nuttiness in my mouth. So.
Right. But I don't. It's probably just a matter of the last ones were old.
Yeah,
they were aged.
Yeah, and so like that's kind of like what I was talking about earlier. It's like, how long do you hold the cigar? Does it, obviously if the humidity's kept, perfect, the temperature's kept perfect all the time, those cigars shouldn't change. They should marry together. But like, at what point do you hit the peak, and does it become not so good? Like those 2015 cigars, is that why, or the 2012s when these cigars were made that I bought? So I'm excited for like the Integrity line to come out this year at the end of the year.
Well, I can remember opening the way back when we first got them. I can remember opening. Well, you've always had those, haven't you?
Yeah.
But I can remember opening boxes, and they would have plume on them already.
Right.
From them sitting wherever they were sitting.
Right.
At Jim's house or wherever they were sitting.
Yeah, they're in a humidor. I don't think they were at Jim's. I think wherever, but
wherever. So they had already been sitting.
So
for a while.
And so the plume is really just mold. It's not dangerous for you to smoke, but plume is really mold. And so is it still smokable? Yes. Does it change the flavor profile? Probably. I mean, there's a reason why that stuff.
The tobacco has to change when it ages. It has to. Absolutely has to.
It goes through an aging process, and then once you get to, once it's rolled up, now you have, the Seco leaf and the Liso leaf and the Ligero leaf, and you have all these leaves. Now they're all sitting together, tightly rolled up. They have to kind of blend together, and that's what's going to give you. And then, so like, whenever you get a fresh rolled cigar, you should smoke it then, or you should wait a few months,
Right.
So there's a shelf process for them. And I'm not the smartest dude with cigars whatsoever, but I don't know. I think these new ones just taste fantastic. They look the part. They taste the part. I've been super happy with them. So it's been hard not to smoke them like constantly.
I tried a 45. Well, when I was pulling them out of the storage,
yeah,
I was having a problem with the bullets smoking, right. And so I grabbed a 45 one day to see, is it different? And the 45 is good too. So yeah, normally I stick with the bullets, but the 45 is really good too.
So the bullet and the 10 star. So the bullet's a 42 ring gauge, and then 45 is a 45 ring gauge.
Right.
So
it's longer too.
It is longer, and then the 10 star is a 43 ring gauge. So when we ship to Hawaii, they only order 10 stars. They like those stronger, peppery cigars, and so he goes, I'd buy the bullets, but everybody wants the longer ones. So to where in St. Louis the 10 stars are not very popular.
We don't want you to buy the bullets anyway. We smoke them.
So, but yeah, that's probably my go-to, the bullet.
Yeah, that's the one I normally smoke.
The bullet's my go-to. Second would be the Judge, and I
just don't like a big cigar.
Well, it's a 52 gauge, so it's not like a 60 ring gauge is 1 inch around.
Right.
So,
and that's the Chillin' Mooses, right?
Yeah, like
Chillin'
Chillin' Moose is a 60. The Hellion is a 66 ring gauge, so it's bigger than 1 inch around. And so it just seems to be, and then like the Perdomo Lot 23s that we have, the Gorditos, those are a 64 ring gauge, but they're only like 4.5 inches.
I've never even looked at them.
They are those kick me. I mean, I get lightheaded on those.
Them last calls kick my ass.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I think you're sensitive. I had a guy come in the other day, and we're in a walk-in humidor, and it was his second time in, and he goes, man, I had that one. It was really strong, and it was the STL Connecticut. And I was like, oh, buddy, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
We got to get into flavors.
Yeah, you got to go.
I mean, that's one of the more mild sticks in the house. I was like, unless you smoked it really fast, like you were just chiefing it. I don't know how that could make you, or your stomach was empty, or I got a little head buzz off that, but I haven't eaten anything yet today.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, it's that's why I brought the water in, just to kind of, and then I slow down. You slow down if you start getting a little.
The tea probably saves me from getting that.
Yeah, because it's got sugar in it.
Yeah. Because I drink sweet tea constantly.
Yeah, a gallon a day.
That is my water.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's made with water, so you're getting
98% water.
Yeah. So do us a favor, like, share. Obviously, we get paid tons of money from YouTube. So we do this for just to hear our own voices for an hour and a half. And I don't know. We have nobody scheduled for next week, but I think somebody will probably end up being on.
Yeah.
I don't think we
get somebody on.
If you put a comment on the end of this, let me check my calendar, make sure nobody's coming on. Yeah, I have tomorrow. I have next week open.
We move everything to Tuesday if you have next week open.
Yeah, everything's okay. We'll do that. So
now's a good time to do it that way.
Oh, yeah. Hey, and we apologize. Last week we didn't get our video out till Thursday because it was like a 12-hour upload process.
Yep. Well, so they usually drop. I try and get them on Wednesday night. They usually drop real late Wednesday. So by the time I'm done editing this together and it processes, which takes about 2-3 hours, and then YouTube takes another hour and a half, it's 7-8 o'clock at night on Wednesday night. Right. So most people probably don't watch it till Thursday anyway. But last week, I found out what I did wrong. So it was such a long process because somehow, completely my mistake, I'm sure, somehow I had double audio files. But the second set of audio files were way out in the timeline.
Really?
And I didn't see them when I was compressing things and when I was doing things. I didn't see them there.
Gotcha.
So when I went to upload, it was like a 6-hour long.
Yeah.
Video instead of like 2 hours because it had all that extra
audio.
So it was like a secret track, like on an old Tool album, like a secret track, and you know what it made me do is made me go, we ought to do that sometime.
What's that?
A secret track.
Secret track. Like the video says 8 hours, but we quit after 2, and then way back there, there's something.
Way back there, there's something.
Way back there, we give away a box of cigars.
Or longboard or something.
Oh, yeah. That would be cool.
Give away something. Way back there.
Yeah.
Or at some point in time.
Put the little Easter egg way back there.
Right, at some point in time.
I like that. Yeah.
So, we can't get people to watch more than 15 minutes.
Is that what analytics says?
Yeah.
15 minutes?
About 15 minutes.
So, check out, so leave a comment. So we're going to do the hats that aren't even in yet. We'll show the hats. Leo Stone, congratulations on winning the shirt. Send me a message on Facebook or whatever, and I will bring it down to you on Tuesday when I come to your house to smoke.
If we don't get enough comments, then we got to figure out a different way to give stuff away because Leo can't have everything.
Leo can have everything. I love Leo. He can have it all.
So.
It's just, and then whenever I run out, I'll go back down to Leo's house and ask if I can borrow stuff to give away. He's just my holding house.
Right.
Yeah,
share, comment.
Definitely comment, because that's how you get the free stuff.
Right.
So yeah, fitted flex fit, whatever, not fitted flex fit hats. BD Sports is knocking out for us. We should have them by next week, so we should show them off.
If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's aimholder.
Well, I don't even know what I am.
Table 36 now.
Yeah, it's table_36_cigars, because I can't figure out the password to the original.
Right.
So
and just don't bother trying to find me on Facebook.
Right. It's too many personalities.
You don't.
Hey, thank you guys again for watching,
anyway.
sharing. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So the next one will definitely be out by Wednesday. This one might not drop again. I don't know. Depends on what it does to me here in a little while.
Yeah, we got an hour 40.
So
We'll see.
all righty.
All right. Peace.
See ya.
Fucking hungry.